going on, Jerome's? It is Christmas Eve. The kids are tucked in to bed. Dad's had a couple of eggnogs. I've not wrapped the presents that I've gotten people yet. But it's okay. I'm just going to do like the brown paper bag. I just get everyone 40s for Christmas now. Anyways, most of the games that matter to the Vikings in the NFC race are in the books for Week 16. Want to go through what happened. So the Vikings, they got it done against the Giants, 27-24. Greg Joseph kicking that field goal from the friggin' parking lot. 12-3, what it be. Now, was it tighter than it should have been? That's what she said. Maybe. But a win is a win is a win, I've been told. And then you have the, unfortunately, the Washington Commanders. They couldn't get it done out in San Francisco. They did put up 20 points against one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best, but it is what it is. The Brock Purdy show continues, and they continue to just be right behind the Vikings at 11-4 for the 2 seed. And now the Eagles, here's where it gets interesting. So the Eagles, even though Gardner Minshew put up some points against that Cowboys defense, they fall to Dallas 40-34 in a pretty damn exciting game. The Eagles fall to 13-2. The Cowboys are 11-4. So now let's take a look at that beautiful bean footage. So the Vikings are still entrenched in the 2 seed at 12-3. They control their own destiny. If they win out, even if San Francisco wins out the final 2 games, the Vikings will maintain the 2 seed, and we've talked about how that's important in terms of playoff matchups, in terms of potentially having a second home game in the divisional round, etc. Also, the door is open for the Vikings to take over the 1 seed from the Eagles. Now, the Eagles have to lose their final 2 games, which we'll get into in a sec. And Jalen Hurts, Eagles coach Nick Sirianni has already said that if Hurts is healthy, he's going to play, even though, I don't know, he's probably dinged up. Is what it is. But if the Eagles lose their final 2 games, finish 13-4, the Vikings win their final 2 games, 14-3, beep, bop, bop, boop, boop, the Vikings would have the 1 seed because they would have the better record. Again, they can't have the same record because the Eagles have the head-to-head, allegedly, from week 2 from way back in the day. So the Vikings, I mean, they got a shot. Now, I know that Kevin O'Connell, you saw in the Giants game where he was resting veterans. He was rotating out Harrison Smith for Josh Metellus. He was rotating out Kendricks and Jordan Hicks for Ryan Asamoah. And now I understand that, and I support it. You want to get your guys as healthy as possible for the playoffs, the games that actually matter. But as long as they have a chance at the 1 seed, I think they got to go for it. I think they do. But also, this is interesting. So the Eagles host the Saints. It's going to be at the Link. In fact, the Eagles have 2 home games the final 2 weeks. Must be nice. MBN. So they host the Saints at noon. So the Vikings will know for a fact if the 1 seed will still be open because if the Eagles beat the Saints, it's over. Right, but if the Saints go marching into Philly and I'll drink your milkshake and I'll eat your cheesesteak, then the Vikings late game Green Bay, they know that there are that much closer to securing the 1 seed. Of course, that has the bye. Of course, that has home field advantage all throughout the NFC playoffs, which obviously would be huge. And then, the Niners are at the Raiders week 17, sort of whatever. But it could end up in a situation where, say, the Eagles do beat the Saints. That's fine. The Vikings beat the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers. Hell yeah. And then the Niners, say they lose to the Raiders. I mean, it's possible, right? Then the Niners will be 2 games back. They can't catch the Vikings mathematically. Also, the Vikings will be eliminated from the 1 seed contention, so they could rest completely their starters week 18, January 8th at Chicago. So that is one scenario. But basically, I mean, the Vikings just have to keep taking care of their business, going to Green Bay, which, of course, that's going to be the Packers Super Bowl every single year when they play us. Oh, if we beat the Vikings, that's going to blah, 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 blah. It's okay. It's okay, man. But going to Green Bay, pending what happens in the Saints game, take care of your business, and then everything else will work out. Because stranger things have happened. It's a non-zero chance that the Vikings still get the 1 seed. So we'll see. We'll see. But the Eagles sort of had a one-off game. Feels like they're due for maybe a couple more losses. Who knows? Who knows? But your thoughts are thoughts. Take a look at the NFC standings. Vikings are still alive for the 1 seed. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.